Oh shit, we're live. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And that's how we began. The first podcast that's ever been done without Peter Pope on this thing. So,
Are we really the first defectors?
the first defectors. No, Peter defected. He's not here.
Right. Oh, okay. But like we're the rebels, and like we're the. Oh my gosh, this is gonna blow up. This is gonna be incredible. Peter mutiny. Peter's gonna be so mad. That's gonna be
It is something like that. Yeah.
either that, or we completely ruin the reputation of Our Daily Podcast.
Well, that was going to happen anyway. I don't think that
Eventually.
was.
Eventually, it was going to happen. That's absolutely correct. David, we've been friends for how long now?
Oh.
Since like what, 07 or so?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like it's like a million years ago. I want to lead off with your general thoughts about the first section of this season. Like the first, what? How many games are we in? 4? I don't know. Counting is hard.
Dude, we're almost halfway through the season.
That can't be true.
It's kind of crazy.
That can't be true. So we're what? 1-0 in conference, 2-0 in conference.
It may seem a little crazy because usually the Big 12 is nice enough to have given us like 4 bye weeks by the time we get to mid-October.
Right.
This is actually our first one coming up. So, yeah, it's been, obviously it's been a bit of a weird year. We kind of expected it to be the case that way. But do you have me on over there?
I just wanted to see if people were dropping in. Like we have so we have 14 people now. I just wanted to see if they were saying stuff.
So you were just trying to make sure you were adding to our viewership.
We had Fankception. Oh, we lost one. Oh, this is going to be super depressing. This is going to really hurt my. Oh my god, this is going to hurt so bad. Anyway, I'm sorry. Continue what you were saying. I'm actually listening. I promise.
But yeah, I mean, it was hard to get a grasp on what the season was going to be. From the beginning until we actually saw it, and knowing that the schedule was probably going to be pretty easy, save a game or two here and there. But yeah, I think at this point, as for the football-related stuff, you have to be pretty pleased with the way that it's turned out so far.
So, do you want me to be honest right now? Because I can be honest right now. I didn't listen to the predictions podcast at all, not even close. Kind of avoided all the predictions from everyone because
that's okay. Our managing editor picked Oklahoma to go 12-0.
Right. Well, obviously, it's super smart.
Yeah.
Blog Dad is. Oh wait, no, that's managing editor Kendall. Yeah, he's a good guy too. But I avoided all the predictions because
you sound winded.
Well, I've put in a lot of effort into this thought in these words.
Okay.
I had this idea that our ceiling was like New Year's Eve bowl. Are they on New Year's Eve anymore? We could have gone to the big ones. Our ceiling is Big 12 champion.
Whatever big bowl that it gets played on a Tuesday afternoon when everyone's at work, but it's supposed to be a big deal. Those?
No, the big ones. One of the big ones.
No, I know. That's when they play the big ones now.
Oh, I guess so. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't want anybody to squash that. Iowa State didn't squash it, but I have to think harder to get there. What was your general takeaway from the game?
Let's see. I watched live the first 3 quarters.
Okay.
After watching said first 3 quarters, I went to a bar.
Okay.
And so I didn't see the fourth quarter.
Smart.
Which of course leads everyone to believe never let Fank watch a game ever again.
That's fair.
I didn't see any of the 2013 Oklahoma State game or the 2014 West Virginia game, so you may make opinions.
Okay, that's fair.
No, honestly, I think you could take good and bad out of that game. The fact that was our first true road test this year, and I mean, obviously the road's always tough in conference, but it's probably going to be a little bit different this year.
And you have been the leading voice of Ames is weird. Playing in Ames is weird. I've never heard anybody push that agenda as much as you, and I think it's correct.
And it's not that
basketball or football.
Yeah, well, basketball they're good. I mean, People that aren't named Kansas or Baylor don't win them. So,
yeah, I get that.
But yeah, it's not like they ever win at home, but they always play like weirdly close games within like a field goal.
Right.
And
unless you're Texas, and it's not within a field goal.
Unless your coach is wearing a golden hat for beating Oklahoma one week and getting shut the hell out by Iowa State the next.
It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah. No one likes that. So, except for me, because I really enjoyed that.
So your general takeaway was good and bad?
Yeah, obviously the defense was an absolute dumpster fire.
It's not great.
I think that was pretty well defined.
Yeah.
Almost could be considered factual. But to their credit, they stepped it up in the fourth quarter.
0 points allowed in the fourth quarter all season.
I think I saw somewhere today, I don't know the exact numbers on this, but we've given up like 90-something yards passing in the entire fourth quarter this year.
Okay.
Like from all of the games. I know Iowa State got like 7 yards in the fourth quarter because they barely had the ball. But
the lockdown was incredible. I started the game off eating brunch as one does on an important game day, and I came back and realized that we were down because you guys wouldn't shut up on Twitter about how we were going to lose and the world was crashing down around us. And I came back and I saw Pat Levels do Pat Levels things. I saw Taylor Young do Taylor Young things. For some reason, I always had a good feeling that this wasn't going to end as poorly as you guys thought. And thank God I was right, because I would have looked really stupid on Twitter for the first time.
The very first time.
Very first time. Definitely the first time. What was your take? Well, I guess my take on the defense was if we can just start a little bit more consistent and wrap up. We've always had problems early in the season wrapping up the last 2-3 years. It seems like those fundamentals build. I could be wrong. That could be my own.
I don't know that it was so much. I don't know that it was so much tackling as it was we were just getting blasted up the middle by their offense. Their offensive line was better than our defensive line.
Wow. Well, see, that's what Mimosa Matt took away from the first 3 quarters because he wasn't watching. Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean, it was an 11 a.m. kick. You got your brunch.
Absolutely.
Your brunchy Big Ten that happened to have a Big 12 game on.
What was your takeaway from the offense? Because I have thoughts.
Yeah, so they got off to a slow start again. And kind of quietly, without a whole lot of hubbub, because of what the defense was not doing, they looked really good.
Almost 500 yards on the ground.
Yeah, that was
Is that correct?
Oh, high shock Linwood.
Yes, well, I was just making sure that I had that right. How
it was at 400?
It was 400
it was
400 and nice yards. Yeah.
Nice.
So we had Shock Linwood 25 carries for almost 250 yards. How many yards a carry is that, David? Do some math.
That's a lot.
That's almost 1,000 yards a carry. Terrence Williams, the other Terrence Williams, 16 carries for 126 yards. Solid.
Also good. That's like an average of 2 Johnny Jeffersons per attempt.
How many rushing attempts? How many carries do you think it took Seth Russell to get to 88 yards?
I will go with 12.
12? Okay. It took 19 carries for Seth Russell.
He carried the ball 19 times?
He carried the ball 19 times.
All right. Well, no, he really didn't get sacked much either.
So my first takeaway was let's do that a little bit less. Let's do that around 12 times a game. That sounds right. That's fine.
That was maybe hopeful thinking.
6 times a half, 3 times a quarter. Even that seems a tad high, but sure, why not?
That's going to get bigger as the season goes on too. Maybe not the 19, but the amount of carries that Seth has. Just because you could tell from our early games that the DNs of all our opponents were just crashing the heck down on those running backs.
David, it sounds like you're suggesting some of the defenses that we will play in the future are less than disciplined.
I mean, have you seen the Big 12?
I have seen the Big 12. Remember when they said Texas Tech was going to have a good defense this year? So
Wait. Who said that?
a lot of times, sorry, people. It's the golden age of Red Raider sports. We also had quarterback one, Lynx Hawthorne, for 14 yards. JaMychal Hasty, 1 carry.
So it appears to me that even though we have a stable of 3 backs, that we're going to go with 2 for whatever game that may be. Because in the game before, it was all T. Will and Hasty, and Shock had 2 carries.
See, I don't think I'm upset by the 1 carry for Hasty. It's just odd.
Keep him fresh.
Okay, that's fine. And there will be teams when we'll need the speed and not so much the weight, the extra weight. Okay, that's fine. All right, no, that's cool.
But yeah, can we revisit Shock though? Because I thought that was the
sure. I mean, I guess a 237-yard performance warrants it. What did you have on your mind?
I mean, like the fact that he bounced back the way that he did. Because honestly, I was pretty worried about him after the Oklahoma State game, thinking, this guy's not getting carries. Body language doesn't look great, and I guess Grobe kind of sort of called him out last week in media.
Yeah, that was solid. Yeah, he went through the media, which I found very weird for his personality. Of all the years that we've known Jim Grobe, like, of course we have a good handle on what he does. But
I mean, like 0.4 at this point.
Yeah, he definitely called him out, and it worked. So.
Yeah, no, it definitely did. But that was cool to see, mainly for me, from he's getting through to these guys. Like, maybe not to everybody, but he definitely got to your workhorse running back, or who you expected to be your workhorse running back, the guy who's your leading rusher in school history.
It was vintage Shock.
Yeah, no, he like that first long run that he had, where he went up the far sideline, kind of cut it back, and his little jump stop thing. Woo!
Yeah, it's when he jump cuts, it's 4 or 5 yards in one direction. It feels like sometimes. Moving on to the passing game, if you don't mind. We completed how many passes, would you say? This is turning into a game show. I'm actually quite interested in what you think, what your perceptions of the game were.
So complete like 10 passes?
He completed 12 passes.
12. Okay.
I realized that
his yards per attempt ended up pretty good, though.
Yeah, they were good. It was, he was 12 for 22, 178 in the score. It feels like we're on shaky ground with the passing game.
See, I'm not sure.
Neither am I. That's the thing. It feels that way, but we may not be. I don't know.
His safety blanket's not there right now. So Katie Cannon wasn't there. And
this is true.
So you're working in – your top 3 receivers are all basically new guys. Zamora, Platt, and Lynch are all guys who have not played a big role in this offense.
And they were the only 3. They were the only 3 to catch a pass for positive yardage.
Oh, wait, for real?
They really were. They really were.
What you mean you mean those screen passes out to the outside that didn't get any blocks, didn't get positive yards?
Hasty 1 catch, 0 yards. Terrence Williams, the meanest running back in football, 1 catch, -1 yards.
Yeah, one catch almost took out his knees yards.
Yeah, that was not good. So moving forward, I think it's safe to say we'll see better.
By the way, are you trying to get like a profile thing going here? You like?
I'm all over the place. I had a really good day at the office. I'm all over the place. Like, I got a lot of stressful things off my plate, so I'm kind of jittery. I'm excited. I'm ready for Baylor basketball to start up too, which we might be able to get into towards the end here.
Hey, I'm for it. This is your basketball crew right here.
I just saw a video of Brady Heslop scoring 13 very legitimate points in an NBA preseason game, and that got me really excited. So I just got a lot.
Is he actually going to make the team?
Yeah, I think he's going to make the team. They need shooting pretty bad. Our daily NBA podcast. Overall, like you said, good and bad. I get the sense that a win is a win, and we should be happy about that. And I think it's the things that we learned from this game defensively. Hopefully we can carry over, or maybe it was just a weird environment. I don't know. I have a really good sense for offense.
Can I also make a comment that never seems real popular when I say this after we get trashed defensively?
That sounds good. Okay. I'm excited.
Iowa State was better than I thought they were going to be. So, like, Joel Lanning actually looked like a competent quarterback.
He looked a lot better than last year.
Even on some third downs that was, like, frustrating to give it up. Yeah. And a few of those were like, dude, what are you doing with the coverage? Or dude almost gets sacked and, should get sacked because, like, this is how much room he had to run with, and he somehow got a first down out of that. But he made some good throws, and their offensive line ate. And I don't know if they did that against anybody else, but yeah, Iowa State, props to you. They're probably gonna win a few games that they should.
My idea was that Kansas was going to be the second, like number 9 out of the Big 12, right? And that Iowa State would be bumped down. And this was definitely validated after the Iowa State-Iowa game, right? Iowa goes in, blows them up by 40. I'm like, all right, Matt's smart, right?
They put the ass in El Asico.
They put the ass in El Asico. And then they showed a little toughness. It looks like Campbell knows what he's doing. It probably takes longer than one game to install what you need to install. So,
are you sure about that?
I don't know. I'm glad we didn't change anything and had to find out. So that's good. Any other takeaways from that game? And we'll leave a little bit for Peter and you to talk about next week as we look towards Kansas. But just overall thoughts. I felt really smart after keeping the faith.
All I know is this is a good time for a bye week.
Really good time.
We got some injuries.
Health-wise,
actually, it's a really good time to get like 3 straight bye weeks in. So,
see, if Kansas didn't have the injuries they had, I'd be much higher on them. I think they're feisty.
See, I would agree with you if they didn't have the Kansas that they have.
Yeah, they've
got a little too much Kansas.
They have a lot of Kansas in their system right now, and maybe some massages will break that down, get it out of their system.
Yeah, they got to work. They got to work that out.
They got to work that out.
Actually, they didn't look that bad against Tech, and Mahomes gets hurt, and I'm thinking, oh man, they might actually have a shot here. And then they let the medalist looking quarterback I've ever freaking seen.
So
that dude from Tech, I don't even remember his name.
Douche McInkbro. He actually has a brother. This is a PG-13 program. I can say that.
Okay.
His brother has the matching tattoo on his. Quarterback bro has the left arm.
Oh, his is definitely on his left arm because right arm was clean. That's only for touchdowns.
His brother, who also plays on the team, has his right arm all sleeved up. So you put them together, and they're damn near a football player. But the scary part is their backup was actually competent. Like, he actually seemed that, like, he had an arm, and he made some really ballsy but good decisions that put it out of reach for Kansas. So,
have we heard anything about Mahomes for this week? Because they play at K-State, and K-State's got a really good defense. So if backup boy's going to play, that actually might be a really good idea to see if he's actually legit. Right.
The initial was 1 to 2 weeks, and then he should be okay. Like, nothing was broken. I think it was just a sprain. So I imagine he'd be back. He seems like a pretty tough dude. As much crap as I give Tech and Mahomes and that team, like, Mahomes seems like a pretty tough dude. So
yeah, I love me some Pat Mahomes.
God damn it. People are screenshotting this. This was a massive mistake. This was such a horrible mistake. I hate everyone in Baylor Twitter just so much. God damn it. Okay.
Hey, there's children on.
There better not be. It's like 9:20. I put the kid. This is the first podcast since I've had a baby. This is odd. Maybe I've lost all my juice. I don't know.
You had the baby?
I did have the baby. Yes.
Okay. Congratulations.
Ashley's
you're a beautiful
helped out.
Mother.
Thank you, man. I try to put myself together for this. Ashley did help out a little bit, so that's good. I'm glad to have her around. What else we got to talk about? It looks like we have some breaking news, probably to no effect, though. Falk, what's his first name? I don't even remember. The guy who was kicked off the team.
Jeremy Falk?
Jeremy Falk, Kevin Falk, running back for the
Marshall Falk?
Marshall Falk, yeah. No, Kevin Falk was a running back for the Patriots. Shut up. I know what I'm talking about.
I know. I'm just trying to think of all the other. That name is tough to say on a live broadcast.
It really is. You'll see it on the blog later. Reinstated to what degree? We have no idea. It's still
Is that reinstated
story.
by the university or reinstated by the?
Yeah, we don't know.
He was kicked out of the school, right?
He was suspended from school.
Okay. I know nothing. I haven't seen this story. This is all news to me.
Yeah,
until you told me like 2 minutes before we went on here.
Yeah, I'm the newsbreaker. Me, super reporter guy. So we have that. We have. I'm sure you could go to ESPN and find other news if you want to. Don't do that. What else we got going on? We have. Did you hear, David? This is gonna be fun. Did you hear that the Board of Regents
I thought you said this was going to be fun.
It's going to be super fun. Everything about the Board of Regents is fun right now. They are accepting applications, and I could have this completely wrong, but facts don't matter. They're accepting applications for a alumni representative on the Board of Regents.
Wait. How do you apply?
I think it's just an online
I'm not interested, but asking for a friend.
You're not interested?
No.
If you were interested.
But asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend? Okay. Yeah, apparently all you have to do is apply, and then I don't know what else happens, but I assume that anybody who applies gets the job. So, because
it's all you, bro.
It's probably like how I got into Baylor. I just applied. They didn't make me write an essay. They gave me some money, and I just had to behave. That sounds accurate.
And you did like one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
You applied.
Pretty much. So like if you were going to run for this spot, because I kind of want to. I know I'd have an impact. Good, bad, sideways, doesn't matter. I'd have an impact. If you were going to run, what would be your platform? 3 points. Just give me like 3 things you would bring to the Board of Regents.
Should we bring like actual platforms? Are we talking like 1 foot or 2 foot?
I plan on bringing a step stool, yes.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to.
I have to. The podium's very tall.
Yeah. Do we get to tailgate?
Yes. I don't think they're taking away tailgating, David.
Okay. I don't know anymore.
Okay.
I don't know what to believe.
That's fine. You're not a very good candidate. I don't think you do well in the debate.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But you've seen what's going on in the news too, so I don't feel so bad.
This is very true. Okay. I just thought it was interesting. Guys, if you have any feedback on if, oh my gosh.
I'm sure they're going to get a ton of really great and thoughtful applications.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to let every single one of those people on the Board of Regents, since there's already like 3,000 of them.
Of course.
Yeah. There's more Board of Regents than people that attend a TCU basketball game.
What happened to their coach that looked like a like Voldemort and the frog?
Trent Johnson.
Yeah, sure. He's not there anymore. They got somebody. They got the Pitt guy, the greasy guy.
They hired Jamie Dixon from Pitt.
Yeah,
he's actually
greasy guy.
A TCU alum.
He's very scary. I don't like that hire. He's a very good coach. I don't like that at all.
Yeah. The only thing that we needed in the Big 12 in basketball was like 2 more good coaches, because there were 2 bad coaches in the conference, and now they're both gone. So
yeah. So before we move on to basketball, outlook on the rest of the season. How are you feeling? What's our ceiling now? Adjusted predictions here.
So I had us going 8-4. I had us losing the Oklahoma State game.
Oh my God! Wait.
So
time out. Rewind. 8-4. That is some Texas stuff. We don't go 8-4. We're Baylor.
I don't know who's going to be on the team in like 2 months. And from an injury perspective,
we are Baylor.
I'm admitting up front that I missed on Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
I had us losing that game, so we're exceeding expectations.
Well, your expectations, we're meeting mine. I have high expectations for this program. In all seriousness, I think a second place finish in the Big 12 is the most likely scenario for us. Unless we slip up against Tech, which can always happen because they're a super dangerous team. Especially when you combine what we do and what they do in one game, anything can happen. So Tech is always dangerous. Oklahoma is always dangerous.
I'm kind of surprised.
That's probably the game we drop.
I'm kind of surprised that Jerry Jones still lets us play at his stadium, since there's always so many burn marks left on the turf after we score 70 points.
Yeah, I can't even make fun of the Cowboys because I really like Dak Prescott. That's the problem. As two Houston guys, I kind of expected us to be able to come on here and like talk a bunch of mess about the Cowboys, and I think they have a baseball team up there. Well, maybe not anymore, but
do we either?
Yeah, we do. 2017 World Series champs, man.
Hey, this is true. I've already got my ring.
Absolutely. But I really like Dak Prescott and what he's doing for the Cowboys. Anyway, so my adjusted prediction is probably I was all gung-ho, very optimistic, and this was the Baylor Revenge Tour of 2016. And I thought we were going to win the Big 12. I don't have that much confidence in our offense at this point. Maybe when both receivers come back and start clicking on either side, but I see a second or third place finish.
Yeah, so no cactus eating for Ted?
I think you should just eat it regardless. Cactus can be yummy, but he was going to eat one of the real ones though, right?
Yeah, he wasn't going to go with this prickly pear shiner nonsense. So, that's easy. No, I don't know that my predictions have changed a whole heck of a lot. I think we'll end up better than 8-4 because that'd be kind of frustrating if we got the 8-4 at this point.
Can't believe you were such a Debbie Downer.
No, I hate that all of our most difficult games come back to back to back. I think the three teams that are going to take the most advantage of our defense up front are Texas, TCU, and OU, and we play them 3 straight weeks. And if we win 2 of those 3, I'm going to be freaking elated.
Yeah, no joke. Hear me out here. Why don't more people call him Baker Bayfield?
I don't know. Why would people call him that?
I don't know. If he was my quarterback, I'd call him that.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
He seems to like the thing I particularly enjoyed about Baker Mayfield last week is that he crap talked a guy who got trucked, not by Baker Mayfield, but by the offensive lineman who was right in front of him.
I think one of the most underrated skills is being able to take credit for something you didn't do.
He's really good at that.
He's very good at it. I don't have anything else on college football other than Texas is back. There's no way you can deny it. They're back, man.
Hey, Texas OU, always the biggest game of the weekend.
Always the biggest game. I might actually turn on the TV. College basketball has started.
It has.
I'm so glad that it's you and I on this podcast, and we actually know the rules of basketball.
I'm also very intently watching our viewership now because we've been hitting right around 25.
Yeah, what are we at now?
I'm just kind of expecting it to go.
No, we can keep this. We can keep this entertaining. I trust us to do that. Practices have started, right?
We have, yeah. John Rothstein countdowns have started.
John, for those of you who don't know, John Rothstein is, if you took Darren Rovell in his early years. No, what's a good comparable?
Don't throw that Rovell stank on him.
There's so much Darren Rovell in John Rothstein.
There is, but he doesn't come off like a pompous D-bag either.
This is very
I think he just gets that excited about college basketball.
Very, very true. So if you were not familiar with Baylor basketball, what would you be most excited about? What would you want somebody to tell you to look for?
Manu
Lecomte. Is that how you pronounce it?
Ted told me it was LeConte. It's spelled Lecomte, but he said it was the M was like pronounced like an N. So don't quote me on that.
I think we're calling it Lecomte. Yeah. For those of you who don't know,
straight out of Lecomte.
Transfer. Oh God, please, can we shut his feet off? Jesus. This young man is a transfer from Miami, and now, would you say arguably that? Lacedarius Dunn, Brady Heslip, the two best shooters in Baylor history?
At least of the Drew era.
Definitely of the Drew era.
Yeah, I won't speak to have intimate knowledge of the 2004.
There was a guy named Terry Black, and they had a microwave of some sort. I don't know how that relates to basketball, but this dude, he can shoot the ball. So if you enjoy points and just the aesthetics of basketball, this guy brings it. This guy definitely brings what you want to see. So he'd be definitely one. I think we have another individual that's quite entertaining to watch. He has a name, and his name is Jonathan Motley. Yep, that's his name. This guy, he's going to make the leap. Everything I hear from around the program, this dude has grown his game. He's ready to go.
There's reports that he's like stepping out to the freaking 3-point line now.
That's very scary. For those of you who don't know, he is effectively our center. Is he a strong 7 foot? Is he 6'10"?
No, I think he's 6'8". He's a 4.
Yeah, he's a forward. He's a 4, the power forward position, you might call it. But
because we have a legitimate center this year.
We do. And Joe Aquil, yes, Aquil. I don't know. I'm bad with pronunciations. Worse than
I was going to go with Aquil.
Joe Cool. So anyway, we have new pieces, and maybe we dive into that more on a preview podcast. But like, guys, you can start getting excited about this. Like, it's closer than you think. College basketball starts in. What time does it actually start, David? Do we know?
It is November, like the 11th, I think, is when the season actually starts. So
that's actually longer than I thought.
We got about a month, but Baylor's going to jump right into it because looking at the schedule here, we start with Oral Roberts at home. Game 2 is at home against Oregon, who was in the Elite Eight last year and is top 5 or top 10 this year, depending on what preseason prognostication that you look at. So, it gonna get cracking real quick.
I have breaking news.
You have breaking news?
Somebody has already put a crying Jordan on me.
It's only right.
This is terrible. I hate everyone here. This is terrible. Anything else on Baylor basketball that we should look at? Yeah.
I think the guy that I'm looking forward to most watching this year, beyond the new guys, I want to see what Mr. Alf
Mr. Alf.
I want to see
big,
what Mr.
Big cat eater, loves cats.
Big sexy Alf.
Big sexy Alf. Big sexy Alf Freeman. Yes, very true. He can be special if he takes the next step. Just control. It was the same thing with him and Lester Medford last year, who graduated. But just control. Just don't try to do so much. Don't force it, and he can be a massive piece for this team.
When Al plays within himself, he's really good. When he's a little amped up, he's turnover prone, and he's maybe not going to take the best of shots. So
we call him
Al Freeman. So it is bad. Al Freeman no longer dad bod Al Freeman, but just Alf.
No, we have to keep dad bod Al Freeman. It's one of my all-time favorite things anybody ever did. I don't know if that was you or somebody else.
That was me, and I hate it.
That was fantastic.
I hate that I'm responsible for that.
Did you get any questions from anybody? So those of you watching live right now, like all 24 of you, whoa, guys, calm down.
We got up to 30 at one point.
Oh, damn. Tweet me questions right now, and we'll go ahead and quick fire them. We did discuss the Falk stuff. Did you know that David Smoke and I are best friends now? Smokey from 1660 in Waco.
Yeah.
We're best friends. our history goes back a long ways. Sometimes contentious, but like
Yeah. I did get one question here.
Okay.
From Baron Tex, it was, who are you?
Who are you? Who?
And then there was another request to do Row the Boat for PJ Fleck.
Oh, we didn't even talk coaches.
We don't need to talk coaches.
We don't need to talk coaches?
No, we don't need to talk coaches.
Pick quick, first coach that you want.
I just named him.
Okay.
I want PJ.
I think I've been convinced. I think if I had my druthers, it'd be PJ Fleck.
I'm rowing the boat.
Although Shutdown Fullcast did bring up the fact that if he went to LSU, it'd be the perfect shirt. REAUX, the boat.
Yeah, I know that was good. I just think LSU is going to look bigger than that. I think they're like for all the big name schools that are going to go after Herman, and PJ Fleck's going to be a hot name, but I think there are going to be some schools out there this year that are such big names that they won't lower themselves to hiring a guy from Western Michigan.
How about
who has oars on his uniform?
He really does. Nobody else catches your eye? Nobody else excites you?
I mean, there's other guys out there that I'd be interested in, but Fleck's my number one.
Yeah, nobody else excites me. Yeah, I agree. We have a question here. Do you think – I think there's a tad of sarcasm to this. Do you think Nick Saban can find a way to keep John Gruden happy just being quarterback coach at Texas next year? So we have
John Gruden.
If
John Gruden was
just the quarterback,
John Gruden was the quarterback.
Yeah, he'll want more responsibility in that Longhorn offense.
See this guy over here.
I wish I could do a good Gruden. I can't do a good Gruden.
Yeah, that was terrible. So I'm just going to end it right there.
Yeah, thank you, Kendall, for that very enlightening question. We actually, I don't know how this happened. We got a slew of relationship questions.
What?
Are you willing to field those?
Depends.
I don't know. We're both very successful. I think we've both had we're both married. We both outkicked our coverage greatly. So we might have some relationship advice for people. Did you want to? We could.
I mean, sure.
Are you familiar with the term pulling up from 40?
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, pulling up from 40, girl's way out of your league. Girl or guy, is way out of your league. So you just pull up from 40. Like Steph Curry.
I was just going to say, we just call it the Curry.
Just call it the Curry. How many times pre the lovely lady you're with now did you just pull up from 40? Didn't really expect anything, but just pull up with ultimate confidence.
Just zero.
Zero? Oh, man. I think we might be opposite people. That was my only move. My only move was pulling up from 40. I just jacking up shots everywhere.
See, I'd bring it up court. I'd think about it, and then I'd pass to the wing.
You know what we call that? Soccer. We call it soccer. Get out of here. Wrong sport. All right, let's go.
That's called running the points, huh?
When is it acceptable to hit on the friend of an ex? I have very strong thoughts about this. You go first.
Ooh.
When is it acceptable to hit on the friend of an ex?
Like time period?
That's what I'm guessing, yes.
How close a friend?
Look, man, I'm just reading the question. Just make an assumption.
But this is so open-ended. Like, if you're in college and it's your roommate, you got to give that some time.
Okay. The question is how much time?
What do you think? I mean, since you're pressing me so hard.
I think it's really dumb to even ask that question. Stay far away. That is the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life. Stay so far away from anything that is EX. Don't even No.
Yeah.
No. Damn, that's a dumb question. All right.
The answer there is years.
Years after you're dead. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right.
I mean, being alive and having a beating heart wasn't exactly part of the equation there. So, yeah, years.
All right. Any other questions that you got? I don't really have anything else. I'm looking forward to Kansas. Like, I just want a game where I don't have to stress out a whole bunch anymore. So naturally,
hopefully this is that.
Naturally, it's not going to be. Like, I don't think any part of the season is going to be easy. So
no one will allow it to be easy. That's just the way it is. So, are you going to be making an appearance at homecoming?
I am. I'm bringing the Famous Bear. Yes. We will be rolling through. We don't have tickets, but that's on purpose. It's just a little bit much for the 6-month-old. So we'll be hanging out in the tailgate where we can, have. So
you are bringing Tiniest Bear.
We're bringing the Tiniest Bear. Yeah, he did really well for about 3 quarters at the Northwestern State game. He was awesome. It just got to be a little bit much. It was hot outside, the whole deal. But we'll be out kind of in the middle of, I don't know what to call the different areas of the tailgating, but the island, I guess, the island. We'll be
Peninsula.
So your tailgate's on the back end. We're usually in the middle with a group of friends. So definitely swing by and say what's up, because we don't usually get out to homecoming, or if we do, it's just for the game. But we're going to try to make it up for the whole day. I assume you'll be there with the whole crew and the usual setup. Yes,
we got this thing going.
Excellent.
And I'm excited about it because I missed Oklahoma State. So.
Yep. We have a request to rap battle. I think that's a definitive no. Correct? Yes,
that's correct.
Yeah. Okay, excellent, good.
Look at me.
Yeah, no, I don't.
What about this as rap battle?
I don't think so. I'm going to make a
Ted, you're an idiot.
Ted is, well, yeah, that's true. That's also true. Cool, man. Well, this was fun. I'm glad. Oh God, what is this? Yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the season. I'm kind of nervous about OU. I'm kind of nervous about Texas. Unfortunately,
I kind of get nervous about games.
Yeah, that's just kind of standard. That's kind of standard now.
Yeah, so it'll be a fun rest of the year. The time that we still actually get to play football, and then there's a little cherry on top at the end with the new coach. So
yeah, absolutely.
Football, the most positive thing going at Baylor right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Absolutely. So, but this is a good break. I'm glad that this 3-week stretch fell right now. I think I needed a rest to watch some other teams and make fun of other teams. So that's what I needed.
Always fun.
Always fun. All right, man. That's all I got. And we'll rely on Peter to do all the cool stuff with this when he gets back, I guess. Or we'll just slap it up raw. I don't know.
Or if I hit stop, you can just kind of watch it back and make us look like the same idiots that we just did.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm going to show my parents this video.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Hey, me too.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Have a good one to all of you, 12 of you that actually watched this. Thank you.
Did they watch the whole thing? Do we have a list of names who watched?
I have no idea. So anyway, bye.